Hey everyone. Hi. We're still waiting for Michael will bring them in a second. It's the Zoom link is recording Teams. So before we actually properly get started, Michael will run the presentation, talk about the hackathon, what we're going to do. But before all of that, because you are all complete strangers to me, so I would love it if you maybe all just go around and introduce yourself and what company you work at, and maybe talk about a bit about your skill set, what you're interested in as parts of engineering.
Hi, I'm Oliver. I work for DSTG up at Edinburgh. This will be my third year there since graduating. I do mainly research and development engineering in various things. And mainly my skills are a bit of mechatronic. I do a lot of mechanical design, a lot of rapid prototyping with CNC machining, lots of different 3D printing things, and a little bit of electronics, simulation. Basically, just minimizing the time it takes to actually get something to a minimum viable product. Yeah.
Miro?
Yeah, so I'm Miro. So I'm the Chief Technology Officer for Stem Cell Foundation. And so we're also sponsoring and helping this hackathon as well, particularly with these devices here, which show you a little bit later then. All right. Yeah, we do IoT, artificial intelligence, electronics. We've been doing engineering since actually Electronics, which is the foundation company for stem cells, started in 1994. So yeah, we've been doing quite a lot worldwide since then. So yeah, and I'll be helping as much as possible as well from our end.
Thanks, Miro.
Hi everyone, my name's Ravi. Work at the Air Force as an aerospace engineer. Been 2 years since uni, graduating MSW 2022. Currently doing a bit of compliance, demonstration engineering, a little bit of design. Skill sets are explosive ordnance, aerospace, and interested in like space debris management and a bit of cyber.
Cool.
Hey guys, I'm Rajiv. So I work at the Air Force as well. I'm an electrical engineer, supposedly at least. Yeah. So at my work, I do some electronics design, mostly like a prototype level, and same with software. So I just a bit of embedded systems and some just general purpose.
I'm Tash. I'm a computer systems engineer. Currently working in the Air Force as well with these guys. I'm in a role where I mostly do data engineering and some complex ICT project rollout. So interested in learning more about cloud, learning more about data, love anything to do with software, and just learning different ways to bring all that together.
I'm Clarence, network engineer, also in the RAF. Working in engineering assurance at the moment, so in CASG, if anyone's familiar with the acronym. Yeah, it's really it.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Scott Bailey. I did mechanical engineering and physics at University of Adelaide. Just graduated and finished last year. I'm at DST right now. I was on the STEM cadetship for the last 2 years. Started full-time as a technologist role, so research and innovation. Did a bit of modeling and simulation of seekers, like RF imaging seekers, and doing a bit more modeling, optimization, analysis on rocket motors, airframes, that type of stuff. Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Mark. I'm from IoT Consultants, just upstairs. So we are an AI and ML company. My background is in systems engineering, mainly digital twinning, model-based systems engineering, and been helping Vision and Michael for the last few months, trying to get this hackathon going, and also from a technology perspective, we're trying to sort of encourage the younger engineers to get into sort of like digital transformation, digital twins, and how AI ML can actually help a lot of engineering decision making. Yeah, that's me.
Awesome. Hey. Hi guys, I'm Michael Laden, Vigil's best friend. I'm the co-founder of DEGSA. Former armaments engineer at Boeing, so used to do stuff with the PA, so worked on the PA, so integrating the armaments and life support equipment onto the platform. So a lot of risk assessments, interim flight clearances, things like that. But yeah,
Cool. Thanks, Michael. So I'm Vision. I'm a hardware engineer at Boeing. Also started DEGSA with Michael. What do I like to do fun? In terms of engineering, love the IoT space, microcontrollers and robotics. That's what I majored in at university. Also love software and algorithms and just, I don't know, making a complete product and making it work. It's very satisfying. So yeah, just love to tinker pretty much. But yeah.
G'day, Daniel, aeromechanical engineer, looking at bolts, unfortunately. Learn more about avionics and software and that sort of stuff things.
Cool. I'm Matt. I got a mechanical engineering degree, but I work as a research engineer at DST, and I do a bit of everything, like combat management systems, MBSE requirements solicitation, all of that stuff.
Yeah, amazing. Peng's online as well. Maybe we can introduce himself. Someone's at the door, so I'll just grab that. And we'll start at 5:45, so about 5 minutes. Thanks, everyone.
used to be really nice. Guys, sorry, I'll get started now. I'm just going to basically how it's going to work. I'm just going to talk for a bit, and then we can teach their work afterwards. It's going to be so many people in person. It's really terrific. So thank you, everyone. This is the first workshop of 4 workshops that'll be in the lead up to the actual hackathon itself. It's called What to Expect at the Hackathon by me. Next slide, please. What is DEGSA? So this is a brief introduction to DEGSA, those of you who do not know. DEGSA, we are, Richard and I started last year in May. We were 2 graduates at Boeing Defence Australia, and we were talking about how fun it would be to create a university-like club for graduates, defence graduates in South Australia. So we saw that niche. We wanted to bring cool and exciting events to everyone. So it's sort of like a university club, we're not for profit, and we wanted to provide great, fun, and engaging activities for everyone. Yeah. Our overarching mission is to make the defence industry the most attractive career prospect for graduate engineers in South Australia. So that's our end goal, and we're going to achieve this through 3 pillars. So this is how we do it. So we have 3 different pillars. This is in the graduate development chronology, starting from when the graduate engineers are young to when they are older. So basically, we have on the left here, we have the Inspired pillar. So that's most secondary students to pursue a career in engineering. So just straight up engineering, doesn't matter what. And we believe we have the capability with a graduate network to do something really special in that case. We've collaborated with STEM education organisations, such as organisation, and we're aiming to integrate with the local education curriculum, because 8.5% of graduates in tertiary education graduate as an engineer, and there's going to be a definite skills shortage there. Second pillar is the attract pillar. We want to bring engineers into defence from all sectors. So basically having a presence across sector events such as career fairs, we're hoping to bring everyone into defence. And finally, we want to keep engineers in defence. So how we're doing that is we're collaborating with key organisations such as Engineers Australia to provide recognised professional development opportunities like this one. So I'll talk a little bit later about how Engineers Australia is helping us out here and how they're making a recognised event. But just next slide. these are our 3 directors. So we have Bijan. Bijan's the executive director. Myself, technical director, and Mark, non-executive director. Yep. Next one. All right. So why are we doing a hackathon? So the original inspiration for the hackathon was Ben, another one of mates. He said, well, Jim, and he was like, "We do a hackathon," and that's how we're doing it. Basically, the original inspiration was to support a small medium enterprise lawful team. And about the same time, we were hosting the building business event. Thank you. And we met Mark. And Mark has a company here, a lawful team. And we'll sort of work with Mark to figure out how we could create an event that supports sort of estimation. So we came up with the hackathon. It's inspired by the model-based systems engineering approach that IoT Consultants does. You'll hear more about them in a little bit. But ultimately, we just want to make something fun and memorable for graduates. Next slide. Right. So I'm going to talk a bit about sponsors. Now, this is not the section of the YouTube video that you skip because this is very relevant to how this whole thing comes about. So I'll talk about other sponsors first. So we have Engineers Australia, and attending 4 of the workshops plus the hackathon itself earns you 6 hours of CPD points. So that works towards your chartered professional engineering status. Red Bull is providing many cans. I just realized I have so many cans. Yeah.
You'll get to take some home.
It's going to be insane. So you're definitely going to be able to stay up one night. 800 milligrams of caffeine. Then Boeing, Defence Trailblazer, and this one is Defence SA. They're all providing funding for that as well. And then we also have technology sponsors. So I saw a bit of into 2 here. We have Stem Cell Foundation. So Maria is here representing them. We have LEAP. They're here. They're in Sydney. And then we have IoT, so Mark's here representing IoT. And so these 3 technology sponsors sort of explain like how we integrate these different technologies to create the ultimate hackathon experience, if you will. So, all right, so the first technology sponsor that we have here is Stem Cell Foundation, who's going to be delivering a workshop on Friday the 9th of February. At 5:30, so this time in this boardroom. Miro, did you want to talk briefly about Stem Cell Foundation?
Yeah, sure. So our background is STEM, social enterprise learning, so actual application STEM. So we've done a lot of education right through from companies, through university, through even high schools, and even some primary schools actually as well. So we've done education right through the centre, through the section, but we also have come up with lots of patents. We've done a lot of rapid development also for companies. Sometimes I remember a few years ago, Panasonic rolls in with a television and says that we need to make it so that if there's no people moving in front of it, then it'll turn itself off sort of within whatever time limit it was, 5 minutes or something. But they have a remote control, but they don't have any diagrams. So we took on the job, and 5 days later, roll it out. Okay, so we can do the rapid development. And so we've been working on rapid development tools. And so the RunLink, which is the operating system on the controller, is controllers that our own design actually has been sort of in development as a rapid development tool, particularly for Internet of Things and artificial intelligence as well. And it is very, very much a rollout over 5 years of design for the operating system and quite a few years, obviously, of continuing development on controllers as well, particularly for use in robotics as well. So I'll be going through that next time, but we are very keen to obviously support the hackathon. I suppose what I'm doing is maybe take one and pass it around. That's probably the easiest way. Maybe take half or pass it the other way. Okay. I've got information on here. Basically, okay. Basically, there's a link on there, and that'll give you a little bit of background. The Runlink system is on the chip, accessible as a web page. Okay, so I'll go into that. But we also do have an online system as well as a web page, so you can actually try some of the things even before next week, and hopefully you do, so that I get some questions. That's actually better if you can try some things. There's a few projects there. For example, the first project is just one line of code to take the camera from your phone and put it onto the web page as well, onto the Runlink web page. Runlink can create your own control panel on a web page, so it can include IoT, can include AI, and go into those details next week. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, so we have Miro's presentation coming up next week, and basically we'll be providing the chips to graduates to use during hackathon, to you guys for the hackathon.
I do have a demo here. I'll just take the demo. So do you want to expect for next week as well? So because it's on a web page on a Wi-Fi chip, I've actually opened it on my phone and pressed run. And on this one, I can cover the sensor.
Red alert. Critical sensor reading from myriad to satellite for immediate action. Pressure change in high pressure pipe 138 on frigate. Imminent danger. Alert personnel for immediate action.
Okay. So that's a message that put in. So you can just put in any text and you can activate our voice, for example.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Cool. Up next. Next technology sponsor is Leap. Leap is they do provision of software to industry. So basically, if you want some software, they'll provide it to you. In this case, they're providing us Ansys Discovery. So Ansys Discovery is a rapid prototyping tool, CFD. So you'll be able to do CFD. And part of the hackathon is going to be obviously model-based system engineering, and we're going to need results from CFD to integrate into your final features and things like that. So we have lots of licenses with this, as well as spaceplane. I'm not sure if it's still called spaceplane. Basically 3D modeling as well. So that'll be good. And thirdly, we have IoT consultants. So I'll let Mark briefly talk about IoT consultants.
So the story behind IoT, so me and my business partner's background, we're focused on defense, and the IoT shaped around nuclear submarines, and that's why we are here. My business partner has extensive nuclear submarine in France. I also worked for General Atomics here in Adelaide, and that's how IoT shaped. And when we came here and we discussed about the issues in the naval industry, we realized that in the defense environment, especially around the shipbuildings, there is a lack of efficiency in terms of the decision making, and it's because there are a lot of moving parts in the shipbuilding. We realized that there is a requirement for a shared platform that actually different parties from the supply chain, engineering, manufacturing, decision makers, they can come to a platform and then they can actually form an environment that they can actually shape their decision-making process. And for this hackathon, we are actually providing a platform that incorporates your CAD models, but then allows you to attach your documentations into the CAD model and then share it with your team and potentially manufacturing party to build the ship. And it's part of the exercise to actually teach the younger generation about how going from the paper to the digital environment to for the design process and then sustainment. That's what we are providing for this.
Awesome, thank you. Excellent. Cool. Then in an effort to shoehorn this into a Venn diagram, I've put digital twins, simulation software, and microcontroller platform together, and then in the center we have maybe a good engineering approach. So hopefully through this hackathon we can utilize these different facilities and through our sponsors to actually create something cool. Cool. And so to actually upskill each of these three different things, we have the next 3 workshops are the different ones. So we got Run Link Chip. Then we got simulation software workshops, that's access discovery. That will be, the presenter will be virtual. And then we have the MBSE software tutorial. And those are the dates. Cool. About the hackathon format. So the way it's going to run is it's just quite typically a 24-hour hackathon. It's from the 2nd to the 3rd of March. Do we have a start time? 9 a.m. 9 a.m. on the 2nd to 9 a.m. on the 3rd. You can leave at any time. You will need to. You need to leave at some point to get started. But all deliverables, which are to be confirmed, will be completed by the end of 24 hours. Testing, presentation, and the awards night will be on the following Saturday. So you won't get like your performance score at the end of the 24 hours. You just like close on your deliverables, and then following Saturday you'll be producing the things. Testing. We'll have manufacturing facilities, so they'll be held at a workshop, also TBC. But tooling workspaces will be provided so you can work with the physical product. There will be provision of basic components. However, specialized hardware will be procured with provided funds provided by us of some value. Teams. Due to the number of registrations, so we originally did say 5. We didn't get as many registrations as we would have liked. So we're going to go forward with 4 teams of 3. So get information about each of the competitors and sort of skill match everyone so that the teams are of roughly equal weighting, and also make sure they do the transfer stuff. Cool. Our mentors. Big thank you to the following 3. Scott. Scott is one of our mentors. We have Ben Lang. He's not here. He'll be here maybe at 6. And then Vinny as well. So big thank you to the mentors. They'll be basically roaming around during 24 hours, helping each of the individual teams. So what we'll be actually doing in the hackathon, you'll be designing and building a warship. So it's going to be a 1 to 150 scale. So it's going to be approximately 1 meter. You don't have to make it exactly 1 meter in VMs. It's going to have to run multiple tests autonomously. So the tests are still TBC, but just think of general load tests, and you can probably guess what it's going to be like. The actual details will be in a booklet at the start of 24 hours. Points will be allocated to each of the teams based on multiple qualitative and quantitative factors. So that includes like raw performance, digital twin accuracy, as well as presentation of engineering considerations. So the last 2 there, so digital twin accuracy, we want to see when you're developing a system, it has to have good concurrence with the simulation. So the simulation has to agree, and there's going to be point deduction based on things being wildly off. As well as presentation of engineering considerations, so with CFD, stuff like that, that's presented on the following Saturday to a panel of judges, and that will be a qualitative assessment. Cool. What's the prize? Well, the prize is exclusive tour and parting of the P8 flights where at Ryan Base Edinburgh. Flights not included, but that's what it's thinking about. Thank you. For being part-time, which we hope is more fun. Is there any questions?
question on the manufacturing facility. Are there any inductions required to do the event?
There might be, and we'll let you know, because we'll be here every Friday or catching up. We're just confirming which facility that we will get. There's two that we're thinking about. Depending on we'll tell you if there is. Most likely there might be a very short one, but because you're not students and you're all actually working, we'll let you know.
We have to build an actual boat, or are you giving us a platform to develop one between elements?
No. So it's the full design and build of the boat as well as the digital twin. So it's all of that as much as possible in 24 hours. And there will be facilities to build the boat, but like I said, provision of basic components. So we're still working it out based on how much we can support you guys, such that you're not just left with the electronics that sink. Yes.
Good question. When and how will the teams be formed?
It's a great question. It's a great question. I'm sure we all are wondering. We want to strive to make sure that the skills that are locked across the teams are as even as possible. I'm also still considering, I know that you put in what teams that you wanted to be with in your registration. So we, shortly after this, we'll send an email out to everyone, either today or early next week, with the Google form, and it's just going to be able to list kind of what your skill sets are, what your interests are. And once we get all that, we'll collect all that information together and put this team together to make sure that there's a good, level skill of mechanical design, electronics, coding, and everything. So we don't want to just put.
We'll try and make sure that you're in the teams that you want to be in, but unfortunately the teams were originally designed to be 5. Can't have 5. Off.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we'll keep you up to date, but you'll receive that email very soon.
Is the facility nearby, like the manufacturing facility? Can you have a look at that up?
There is an actual manufacturer as the SME, so they are actually involved to build these ships. So and the reason for that is that it's not just engineering competition, is a mimic of the real world scenario that you need to deliver your design to a manufacturer to build it for you. So you need to have a high level of accuracy.
So we need to CAD this thing, basically.
Correct. So this is not just simulation and stuff. So these ships needs to be functional, fully functional, and it's going to be tested. And
fully as expectation.
And there are more. So we're giving base design.
Right. Okay.
So you're not designing everything from scratch. Okay. So you're making modifications to the design to make it better.
So you don't know this like.
Sorry, because you have to speak about it.
Well, yeah, of course, but to that end, it's not like everyone still has full autonomy as to the design.
Yeah. So if you want to go brave and you want to reject the base design and then come up with your own design, you're more than welcome. You're more than happy actually to support you. The facilities that these guys are talking about is that there's another option that we are actually trying to give you access to the actual workshop. So you build the components yourself rather than to order it from the supplier as well. So, and that is still in the process.
Yeah, we're very careful not to give you too much here because we're developing a booklet which you will get access to at the start of the 9 a.m. Start the hackathon and then you can develop it. So there's no need to go home and do any research. Most people will not get anything left. So wasting your time. But it's very much doable in the 24 hours. I think we've laid out in the
There's big scope for
Correct. Yeah. Even if you don't develop it a lot, you'll still be able to get something usable. But there's a lot of room for improvement as well and a platform to be able to develop and show your skill set there. So.
No, I was just more interested in what you guys have here. Like, do you have like some 5-axis machines or like, what do you have?
No, we're not going to that. So that's details, to be honest. Like, I mean, that also could be a possibility. It depends on if we get access to this facilities. But we are being realistic, so we're not going to expect you to design, build, and test things within 24 hours from scratch. So a lot of these things, I'm expecting not these chips synced.
Yeah.
Just to give you information, all the platforms of the shipbuilding in this country that's going and in the West, these platforms have been around for the last 10 years. So we're not actually inventing a new platform. So it's a difficult task. So we're not expecting you to go and design the entire ship from scratch. No, it's not realistic. So be aware of it.
So from like the 9 a.m. start, you'll give us the scenario of, what's the boat built for, what kind of, whether it's deep water, shallow water, what's like the whole.
It's a little bit more complex than that.
Yeah.
So as much as you can give information to.
Always.
Yeah. there will be a situation you will have to solve.
Yeah.
And the solution to that situation may be in the design of the boat, but it may be something that you have to think about and present to in your presentations at the end of the following. So you'll be presenting to a panel of experts from the Air Force as well as from different
industry BA systems.
Yeah, correct. So part of it is the ship design and your engineering justification of your decisions, and part of it is that war game that was mentioned.
Possibly the privacy of the BA system is part of the panel. So that's the level that you're going to be presenting this.
And that presentation, they get to do that after that 24-hour period as well, the week after.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's the following Saturday will be testing in the morning. Then it will be do your presentation as fast as possible, and then using the photos and videos that you took of your boat, whether it succeeded or failed, and then creating a presentation, and then presenting it to the judges, and then it's be a packed day. Any other questions?
Yeah. I've got a date for the hackathon, but is there actually a time for the start and finish?
Yeah, 9 a.m.
Yes. So we'll send more details shortly, but yeah, 9 to 9 is the hackathon. We'll probably expect you to arrive at 8:30 just to get yourself set up and maybe just letting us do an induction. So we can essentially give you the booklets, open it at 9, and it's all you. Michael and myself and Mark, I'm sure will be there the whole time. And yeah, any support. The mentors will come throughout the weekend as well. They won't stay overnight with you unless they really want to.
Good night, someone.
They'll go around.
We let you guys to stay around.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, just whatever time for the mentors works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we'll be there.
Yeah, we'll be there.
And there might be the answer sky maybe online.
Yes, that's right.
Like a few hours maybe. Answer sky in Sydney will be on a PTC.
Any troubles with the discovery software? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So this is very interesting. One thing that we need is, so once we get the group of 3 going, so the 4 groups of 3, we'll put you in. I'll probably send an email out to see if if one of you can bring, I mean, I'm sure all of you will bring laptops, there's a lot of research you can do, but if one of you has a laptop that has an NVIDIA graphics card with at least 4 gigs of RAM, which is the requirement for the discovery software. So that way we can just give you the license and you can install it. If you don't, we'll provide different hardware, but if you don't, just wait.
The software need to be installed before the actual.
Just
you're gonna be set
install the answers to discovery, and then we'll give you the license on the day and set it up, or the week before or whatever. But yeah, NVIDIA graphics card, 4 gigs of RAM. If not, that's fine. We'll have workstations we'll bring in, but it just needs to know so we can know how much to bring in if we need to. But yeah,
It's Workbench. Oh, it's Workbench different from Answers Discovery.
Yeah, it's Answers Discovery is like its own platform. It's interesting. They sort of did like I never heard of Answers Discovery before we talked to Peter, and he told us about it. It's sort of like a lower fidelity but more user friendly and faster prototyping one. So you can sort of like move things around, and the CFD simulation will instantly update. And so it's very quick, but it's yeah, 4 gigs of VRAM. I'm sure look, if you have less than 4 gigs of VRAM, good as well. You'll see it's slower.
It's great for like hypothetically, if you wanted to use this as a justification for a design decision and you wanted to test multiple designs and you see which one runs best as an example. Whereas on normal answers, it would take you the whole day to do that. So
we were thinking about using like CFD, but it's like, no, just go for discovery. It's going to be too slow to make runs when you're really guessing out fast.
Similar to use to their existing like CFX and it's easier. It seems pretty much the same workflow though. Like
I think it's all in one sort of like, if you want to go back to the image.
Yeah.
It's like all in one. Yeah, so like you can't really read these tabs where it says design, facets, display, measure, prepare, and simulation. So it's all sort of in one view. And this CFD will be updating, and you like the thing, and it'll keep updating. It's really awesome to see.
It just as you design. It's very
Can mentors come to this?
Yeah, absolutely. This, by the way, this Answers Discovery workshop is actually going to be very, very interesting. I have some people that are not even participating just coming to see that. So genuinely, if anyone is really interested in CFD and like wants to come and see, please bring them along. We have a big auditorium booked as well, so we can fit like 115 there if we need to. So, that's totally fine.
We have the capacity, but there isn't that CFD wants to finish. These guys that put much out. I mean, probably share 20% of the whole competition. That is that's not like the So there's more than the shock is coming. Just limiting us.
It's being beside them.
He showed us like this. He showed us a tap. So he sort of tap. It had like a cold stream and a hot stream.
Yeah.
And he shows that he changed like the inlet velocity and then like change the temperature. It's so cool.
It's actually,
That's just a tap.
and the vortex and
That's.
I mean, you'll see.
Are you gonna need to give the guys access before the hackathon so they can actually explore it?
We'll talk with Peter.
Yeah,
Just see if we can get it for a week instead of just the 24 hours. So you guys will have the week. So you can play around with it. And see.
Any other questions? Oh, have a wrap.
Yeah, have a wrap. Introduce this network. But
Online, easily.
thank you.
Is it online? Questions?
There's no one online. You are only. There's 3 other people that are missing. But I know why they're all missing. So they'll be here for the next one.
Thanks to all.
Hang is still on.
Can you say hello?
Hello, Pang. Yes.
Hello, Beijing.
Yes.
Sorry, I can't be with you. I had another meeting with Malaysia earlier. So greetings to everybody. My name is Peng, and I think it's very exciting time what you guys are doing. And we've been trying to get STEM going for a long time, just about 30 years this year. And I suppose STEM was not even heard when we started to bring it from America. So now it's in about 15 countries. This technology that Miro just showed you to help to engage kids with Internet of Things and AI now. So it's changed a lot from where we started, mostly analog at that time. And the good things is in Malaysia, Intel actually supports schools and they were having a lot of difficulties with C++ and Arduino. And so now they introduce Runlink to schools and universities over there, and supporting them with the government. In Penang, especially our sister state, to be correct, I suppose Adelaide and Georgetown are sister cities. So this, I think this year is 51st year of relationship between Adelaide and Georgetown. And Penang is actually the Silicon Valley of the East. They like to call it. So what we want to do is to connect them together with this project. And so the other countries are Nigeria, Cameroon, Sudan, you have Bhutan, Nepal, India, United States now. And so IEEE support us in America. And there's a lot of case studies now that this Runlink will engage the students from very early age, from about upper primary school upwards. And I suppose the message that we have is, can we use this value proposition of a few lines compared to a few hundred lines of coding to save teaching time and lesson planning time? So imagine all the biology, chemistry, physics teachers in America, they say they are not integrated at all, and end up with 74% of STEM graduates actually quitting. So that is a big worry for America. They're spending billions of dollars, 10 billion US dollars per year on STEM education. And so this inventor, Dr. Lawrence, who used to be the vice president of AT&T Bell Lab, he had about 500 PhDs under him to develop high-speed internet. And he introduced us to Google District in Ohio. There, we experienced that Chromebook has a lot of issues in terms of doing IoT projects because of this difficulty in installing softwares into Chromebook for a reason that they want to use Chromebook just for study, but not connecting to games and so forth. But that is just one issue. The other issue is the few hundred lines of coding really get them seeing what we have. It's a game changer, they call it. So I think South Australia should be able to capitalize on this and put ourselves on the map with this. And I'm in Brunei, close to Malaysia. And so 11 countries are there waiting for us to, use STEM for peace in a way, STEM for good, and saving the neighboring countries a lot of money. As I said, in the STEM teaching, STEM lesson planning, just the two areas alone. So I think you guys will be able to do a lot in terms of really helping the premiums. Is they announced 100,000 Chromebook laptops here and getting into the schools. So, give them a helping hand to solve the problem, as we discover in America. Very difficult to use it for IoT. I'm sure Miro will explain the technicalities of it. And so good luck, and thank you very much for sharing this experience.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.